Let's talk now about Florida. Florida is a state where incumbent Republican Senator Marco Rubio is trying to stave off a challenge from a Democratic Congresswoman Val Demings. If I voted in Florida, I would vote for Demings over Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio appeared on CNN over the weekend. He sounded very, very sick. Hopefully it's not COVID and just a cold, but he sounded ill. And he was confronted about the fact that in the past he has voted against funding for other states when they are hit with a natural disaster. But now he wants money for Florida when it's his state recovering from Hurricane Ian. Now, to remind everybody in my audience, I think they all should get the federal funds for disaster relief. But what we're talking about here is hypocrisy. Now, when Dana Bash confronts Rubio with this hypocrisy, he tries to pull some weird pork thing. And Dana Bash, good for her, is prepared for it, and she calls it out for the lie that it is. Check this out.
Senator, you wrote a letter Friday to the Senate Appropriations Committee asking for disaster relief dollars for desperately needed resources to rebuild Florida communities. After Hurricane Sandy hit northeastern states in 2012, you voted no on a $50 billion relief package. I know you supported a smaller version, but why should other senators vote for relief for your state when you didn't vote for a package to help theirs?
Right.
Oh, I've always voted for hurricane and disaster relief. I've even voted for it without pay-fors. What I didn't vote for in Sandy is because they had included things like a roof for a museum in Washington, D.C., for fisheries in Alaska. It had been loaded up with a bunch of things that had nothing to do with disaster relief. And I wouldn't support disaster relief efforts. I would never put out there that we should go use a disaster relief package for Florida as a way to pay for all kinds of other things people want around the country. So I think that's the key in moments like this. And Sandy, unfortunately, they loaded it up. They really did, with a bunch of things that had nothing to do with Sandy. But
get ready.
I voted for every disaster relief package, especially that's clean, and I'll continue to do so. When it comes to Florida, I'll do that again, and we'll make sure that that package is clean and doesn't have stuff for other people in there.
I read the Congressional Research Service report last night. It sounds like that roof actually was damaged by the hurricane, and what happened in Alaska was...
Turns out it wasn't a random roof, Marco.
...the result of another disaster. But in any event, my question is about the future. Are you telling me that if Hurricane Ian relief contains anything that smells like pork, you'll vote no?
Sure. I'll fight against it having pork in it.
Well, that's a different thing. You'll fight against it, but you'll vote for it in this particular case. This is not unique to Rubio, not like in Rubio's defense. I mean, we're talking about Rubio because it's Florida. He represents Florida, but this is really common. Over the last decade on this program, it's been, what, 24 times that I've come to you all with peace and love and tears in my eyes. And I've said to you, here is another elected official from Oklahoma. Oklahoma just got hit with tornadoes. This very same Oklahoma official, when it was Superstorm Sandy affecting New York and New Jersey, they voted against it. And now they're saying, give me the money, please. We need it for the people. These are hypocrites, and there's dozens of them, and it's not unique to Marco Rubio. But Marco Rubio is the guy running for re-election right now and checking in on the polling there. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Marco Rubio leading Val Demings on average by 2.8 percentage points, within reach. And of course, all these guys, and I do mean Rubio and DeSantis, all of a sudden they're friendly with Biden and they're all in favor of relief because they don't want to lose their office because of a disastrous botched reaction to Hurricane Ian. That's their priority right now. I've seen several people in my life try to quit smoking or vaping, and quitting has so many benefits, but it does require a strategy. And our sponsor, Fume, is a one-of-a-kind inhaler that can help you quit smoking as a replacement for the hand-to-mouth habit of smoking. There is no smoke, there is no vapor, and there's no nicotine. Fume is just a small inhaler handcrafted from wood. It uses cores infused with fresh aromatic plant oils for you to taste and enjoy instead of a nasty cigarette or a vape. You can use Fume while flying, which is a big plus because there's no smoke, no vapor, no nicotine. Fume has flavors like peppermint and conker with a powerful minty sensation to simulate the menthol cigarettes. They have other flavors like cozy chai. I love chai myself. and lemon berry bliss for a sweeter experience. Fume has helped thousands of people quit, people who have tried everything else. Read the reviews. We talked to the Fume team. They're very proud of the lives that they've impacted. Throw out the cigarettes, get rid of the vapes, head over to breathefume.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman to get 10% off your entire order. The link is down below.